I picked it because of the utility slots. I have it here. I have 5 utility slots for um, for leather, and then for metal you can either put the dragon one, so you have strength and constitution, or I can just go pure strength, so you have more attacks. Your base attack. So you increase your base attack, it increases basically your crit damage because it's based off your base attack. And you just go on with that one. For Cassandra, you can use this. This is the best shield out there. As far as the protection and stuff, is one of the best ones out there. Best defense though, it has an ability, enhanced shield wall. So it's pretty neat that I have that extra ability. As far as here you go, Encore. This is the staff you need to give your mages if you have this one, because it has the offensive buffs. As far as runes, if you can get the superb ones, it's fine. I use the superb frost one. I use the superb frost one just because of Vivian. Because I have Vivian. I have Vivian in this one, the Winter's Grasp. I wasn't able to level it up, but if you are able to level it up, use Winter's Ruin, which increases the weapon damage. But once they're frozen, then you can, if you have a shield bash, use shield bash and it shatters them for a combo. But the main focus for Vivian isn't that one. That's just an extra given. Her main focus is all these. Barrier, and if you got the energetic defense, so it's a longer barrier, and the buffs are just, you know, cool to have too. The passives, and I don't use these, so I just put an X on them, but this is the important one too, revival. So she just does it automatically if you set it right. And of course you always got the mana rejuvenation on the passives, just like basically pay attention to what the passives do, because some of them like come in hand, like this one. I don't really use these two, but it's the passives that are here. So you got 5% damage for every 10% missing mana. Then you got electric damage for her weapons. And for this one you got cooldown reduction each basic attack. So every basic attack there's cooldown reduction 0.5 seconds. It doesn't seem like a lot, but when she runs out of mana, she's gonna attack. And for this one, I don't even use this. I was here for the passives. Flashpoint. After you land a critical hit, the next spell doesn't trigger a cooldown period, so every 10 seconds it happens, the skills don't have a cooldown. Clean burn. Well, every spell that you cast shortens your active cooldown time, so that helps a lot, so she can cast the heal more or attacks more. Obviously, there's one. You got Winter Stillness. So she's just standing still. She's just like her mana regeneration is like 50%. Now she's a Night Enchanter, so if you're playing her as a mage, then it's pretty neat to have the Spirit Blade because it takes damage. It takes damage. It does a lot of damage. That's what I meant. But it's the passives, left side only, that are important. So you can get this Resurgence. This is where she heals, but she requires a lot of focus. So if you have anything that increases focus, that would help a lot. So as far as like inventory goes, Varric, I have him spear, armor, amulet of cunning. I just put like random stuff on him because I kind of ran out of like good stuff to put. And for Vivian, I gave her this cooldown modifier. She doesn't really need it now after I level her up that way, but it's good to have. So all her spells are on cooldown. She has the 30% focus because she's the one who uses the heal, so I gave her that. Well, attack, and I gave her barrier damage bonus because she's the only one who can do a lot of damage on those mages that have barrier. And then I'm just plus 10% attack. As far as Cassandra goes, I just gave her more constitution because she's the tank of the group, so she needs more life. Then I just gave her armor penetration, 10% heal on kill just in case, and then she got the other focus belt. As far as Cassandra goes, her main one, oh, this is one of the good ones too. I only picked this for Horn of Valor. If you're able to have Horn of Valor and the upgrade, it just adds additional. So you already got this, and it adds more of this one. If you don't have the DLC, that's fine. You can have a Horn of Valor. It's still a good skill to have for Cassandra, and just set it up as one of her active ones. And for her, she uses more of a taunt, so you can have either Warcry and Challenge active on her. So she gains guard, and then she gets aggro from all the enemies. And of course the passives. One of her best ones too, like this one. She's more of like a buff debuff, and then what do you call that, aggro collector. I use Blessed Blades, and for Blessed Blades, pick the upgrade in their blood if you have it, because when she casts Blessed Blades, anybody that walks in there, as far as like allies, and they walk away from it, you still have the effects of Blessed Blades for 10 seconds after they leave the area of effect. So within 10 seconds you can do a lot. You basically get damage bonus. Yeah, damage bonus 15%. Then of course you got the passives she got. Then Rally, which is another buff. And let's go to Barrack. As far as Barrack, don't use this one. Don't use the explosive shot, because this is an AoE effect, and if you're playing Nightmare and Friendly Fire, this is not going to be your best friend. So I play Nightmare and Friendly Fire, so yeah, don't use this. Use Long Shot and this, so he can run away. And he basically positions himself where he's farther away, so he can do basically more sniping damage. And as far as this, I don't even use this, I'm just here for the passives. Of course, the main one too is stealth, so whenever he gets in trouble, he just get out of it. Stealth and the upgrade Lost in Shadows, and of course evade and ambush. As far as his specialty, it's mostly just the passives. I don't even use these. I don't have them active. It's mostly just the passives. Now for the tactics, if you look at it, I only have evade, hail of arrows, leaping shot, long shot, and stealth. That's all I got for him. For Vivian, I have barrier, Resurgence, Revival. I put a star on both Resurgence and Revival because that's her main job if you set it up that way. And then Winter's Grasp, she uses it as soon as there's an enemy engaged and it freezes them, like what you saw in the previous video. And we go to Cassandra. I put Blessed Blaze with a star and Horn of Valor, so she just buffs the group. Challenge, she just does it automatically. Payback Strike, that's mostly just her way to do extra damage. I could take this off, but this one's optional. Of course, you got Warcry too. Warcry Shield Wall, just so she can gain guard. But the Shield Wall and Payback Strike, you don't need it on for Cassandra because that's her main job, is just to, you know, get all the attention of the enemies while you do the damage, or everybody else just helps. Basically, it's like the strategy is you go in there, engage an enemy, and everybody else just does their job depending on the tactic settings. You're the main damage dealer there. But yeah, that's about it.